You told me to be creative, so I'm being creative.
Okay, so the question is, how has this experience prepared me for reality? I think one of the main things that this experience has prepared me for is really getting screwed over with money. When you do a trade, there's the option for a contract, and I saw a lot of people in the game, and I've also heard of a lot of people in like previous classes getting screwed over by hidden things in the contract that you don't necessarily look over. So it's definitely taught me to be really cautious and to always read the fine print, especially in a contract for things that might be hidden. You have to sign contracts on a lot of things in reality, just as for examples, like buying a house, rent, lease agreements on the house if you decide to do that instead of buy, um, phone bills, cable. You have to sign contracts and all of those things. And I think it's always really important that you read the fine print, and that's definitely been um, something that I've learned from this experience for sure. Because like normally, if I just gone into reality without this experience, I probably still wouldn't read the contracts because a little bit lazy. Okay, so the question is, what about the experience did I find frustrating slash depressing slash upsetting, and what can I learn from it? So, something that falls under all three of these categories is definitely watching people screw other people over for money, even though I think I mentioned that in like one of the last questions. It's just something that is kind of big to me because in a world like this where you need money to survive, um, it's definitely important. And I think that the civic mirror makes you more aware of just how scummy people will get to get money. But it was really like frustrating and upsetting and depressing, I guess, to see people screwing their friends over for money, putting things in the contract that the other person didn't read. And you know what? I guess that would be the other person's fault if they didn't read through the contract. But like, you're screwing your friend over. Like, you gotta be pretty low for that. And that's really upsetting because you see that a lot in the real world with like politics. And even in friends, I see people all the time, stealing money or finding a way to get money that isn't in a good way. But I don't know. It's honestly really depressing that it's just pointed out to me how far we've become into a world that revolves around money. Like, it's really upsetting that to think that, you need money to survive. And it was kind of an eye opener, to say the least. I just wish the world wasn't like that. Let's all be happy. Question is, how has this simulation experience changed my attitude and outlook? Definitely before going into the civic mirror, or like civics, I guess. I definitely wasn't money smart. I went into when we did the bidding on the hexes, I definitely spent a lot of my money, a lot more than I should have, on two random hexes because I decided that it would be cool to have a house on the water. Not my smartest decision nor my proudest moment. But in a way, it was kind of good that I wasted my money like that because I learned from it. So, it's more important, obviously, to have power, food, healthcare, education. um, these were all really important things that from the get go I wish I would have saw because I think if I did, I would have been a lot more successful in this game instead of being broke like the second weekend. Okay, and now for the bonus question. Why should the Halton District School Board continue to offer the Civic Mirror as the basis for our civic program in grade 10? So, I think that the Halton District School Board should continue to offer the Civic Mirror program for in grade 10 because like it was just a really great experience for politics, money. It definitely taught me a lot about politics, elections. It was kind of um an eye opener to say the least. Like it there was a lot of reality in this game, and I think that it's made me a lot more money smart. I understand politics a lot more now, and overall it was just great, and I think it's an awesome experience for everyone. It's actually really fun, like doing getting to be on computers, and honestly like you get a real life simulation of the real world basically, and I think it's just awesome, and I think a lot of kids, especially in this generation where everything's on the computer, it's definitely fitting, and I think a lot of people will enjoy this program as much as I did. And I would just want to say thank you to Mr. Hyde for making half the semester really fun. You were pretty cool